Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn Tarot Quickie. I need more coffee. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so I have my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. I have my Lenormand. I have my Starseed Tarot. I have my Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. And then I have my original tarot. All right, so we're just going to use some different decks here to get a message for the day. A quick message for the day. I think it's this one here that was kind of popping out. Oh, two came out. So we'll go with that. So we have these two, which is throat chakra. And then we have prosperity begins, which is the Ace of Wands. So I love that. So speaking up about something that you want, speaking up about an opportunity, prosperity begins, speaking up about what would you like to pursue? Prosperity. What does prosperity mean to you? That's a kind of a good question to ask yourself. Prosperity in what way? Is that emotional? Is that material? Is that finances? Is that a job? Is it a bunch of different things? Like, what does that represent to you? Speaking up about something, right? Speaking up about something that is important to you that represents prosperity. So there's something that you need to talk about, or you need to speak up about today concerning prosperity. All right. Oh, look at that. I love this. For Lenormand, we have the wishing well. Now, this wishing well represents, there's a little crank here. So you have to crank the bucket down to the bottom of the well to scoop up the water, and then crank the bucket back up to the top. And that represents, working on your wish, working on your dream. And I feel like that definitely goes back up to this prosperity begins. It's not just imagining it or thinking about it, which is definitely a good thing, because that puts you in that positive mind frame of that manifestation and to bring things to light. But it's also about taking those actions, like using that hand crank to lower the bucket, right? Almost to scoop up your dream, and then to bring that, use the hand crank to bring that dream to the surface. And working on it, making those choices, making those changes, speaking up about that wish or that dream. It's about doing all of those things to make that wish or that dream come true. And knowing that you're in control of making that happen. All right, we have the Three of Orbs, which is the Three of Swords. Fighting for that, right? Not getting stuck in those challenges, because sometimes the universe likes to challenge us to see how badly we want something. It's like, well, I'm not going to make this easy for you, right? Just like there's the hand crank here. I'm not going to make this easy for you. That hand crank may be hard to use at sometimes, hard to push, hard to lift up, challenging you. But when it gets to the top, you feel that fulfillment and that excitement that, yes, I did it. And I was just noticing how there's a bright spot here and there's a bright spot here. And it's this lightning bolt, but yet this sun, right, this lightness is still trying to come through. So it's like, what are you focusing on? That this may be challenging, but it's more rewarding. We have throat chakra. Oh, how did that happen? This must be, oh, it's the different deck. I forgot that I have those. So look at that. Today is the day to speak up about something today. Voice your opinion. We have two throat chakras coming from two different decks, okay? From the Psychic Tarot for the Heart and from the Psychic Tarot deck, okay? Two different decks. We have throat chakra, speaking up about something. There's something that you need to speak up or you need to talk about today. All right, so let's get some tarot. If this resonates with you, you know what that means. Magician, I love it. The Magician is about What do you want to manifest? What do you want to make happen? You're in control. You have the power to make things happen. That's because that's kind of what I was feeling up here was the Magician, the King of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a lot of strength and there's a lot of power here. The King of Wands is, with the Wands, it's that taking action. What can I do? What can I make happen? What can I start pursuing? Eight of Pentacles is that new money-making venture, that new, I feel like this says prosperity right here. Prosperity begins because you're working on it, that you're making things happen, that you know that you're in control, that the only challenging card here is this Three of Swords here. So there's a small challenge, but that's very minute compared to all of this other positive energy that you have around you. And that's what you have to focus on, because sometimes we can just focus on this lightning bolt and discard all of this other beautiful energy. But we have to make sure that we're focusing on the bright side, right? We're focusing on the positive. We're focusing that, yes, I really want this and I want to make this happen. And I'm in control of how this happens. But definitely I feel that for some of you, there's something that needs to be expressed or you need to talk about, that you have to kind of get off your chest, per se, about this prosperity. Maybe it's speaking to a job opportunity, right? Or a career, or going back to school, or something to do with money, that is speaking up about that, or it's pursuing something, or putting your resume out there with this throat chakra. But definitely with these two throat chakras coming out, there's something to be said that is very important that you need to say today. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.